Hey everybody, this is Hector Miray with Faith and Fandom, and this is Faith and Fandom 180 on LTN Radio. So this past week I was playing Dungeons and Dragons with my little crew, and we leveled up to level 3, which meant as a Dwarven Paladin, which I play, I had to choose an oath, and I had to choose an Oath of Glory or an Oath of Devotion. And I looked through the spell slots, and I'm like, yeah, let's go with this one. And then later on in our campaign, we found ourselves in a moderately precarious position that dude had poorly told a lie and had gotten caught in it, and we found ourselves in the middle of an enemy like garrison surrounded by a bunch of bad guys, and he basically was about to get us all killed. And he told a lie to get us in there, and he needed to be deceptive to get us out. And so I'm like, whoa, you can't say that. Instead, you need to say this and this. And I start talking to the dude who's in need, and my DM looked at me from across the table, and he just said, Oath of Devotion. And he was reminding me that I, as a character, had signed on to not do anything that would break an oath of devotion and righteousness and actually living at a righteous standard. I was like, crap. And I'm like, never mind, just get us killed. And, I had signed on for that and didn't think about it. And honestly, as Christians, sometimes we can be in a place where we forget that we've signed on to live as a model and an example of Christ. In Ephesians 4, verse 1, Paul states, "As a prisoner for the Lord, then I urge you to live a life worthy of the calling you have received." And Paul just literally looks at us as believers and says, live out what you're saying you believe. And just like my DM was saying, oath of devotion, I was like, crap. Make sure that you're actually in a place where you realize that when you're around other people, and even when you're by yourself, that if you've surrendered your life to Christ, you need to be able to actually live out what you're committing to. And sometimes you need people in your life who care enough to actually remind you of your commitment as well. But thanks for taking the time to hang out with me. If you want to find out any more about our geeky devotionals, Bible studies, geek church services at Comic-Cons, or anything like that, head on over to faithandfandom.org, where we've got more than 180 geeky devotionals free to read. And thanks for spending the last 180 seconds with me. I hope you have a great night.